Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news. Hey Bears fans, I hope you're as excited as I am because today we have some game-changing news that could alter the landscape of the NFC North and drastically reshape the Chicago Bears' future. You've probably heard the rumors, seen the buzz on social media, but now it's becoming more concrete. The Chicago Bears are in serious talks to acquire Dexter Lawrence from the New York Giants. Yes, you heard right. Dexter Lawrence, one of the most dominant defensive tackles in the league right now, could soon be donning the blue and orange. And honestly, this move might be exactly what the Bears need to elevate their defense and push toward a playoff push. Now, let's back up a bit and give some context for those of you who might have missed the latest developments. The Giants, sitting at 0-3, have been struggling mightily this season. It's been a rough start for them, and after a series of disappointing performances, especially on the offensive side, they finally decided to shake things up at quarterback by moving from Russell Wilson to Jackson Dart. This change was supposed to inject some life into their offense, but let's be honest, the bigger issues for New York go beyond just the quarterback. Their defense, particularly along the defensive line, has been underperforming, and that's where Dexter Lawrence comes into the picture. You see, Dexter Lawrence isn't just any player, he's a game wrecker. Over his career, he's accumulated an impressive 278 pressures and 35 sacks, which is no small feat for a defensive tackle. His ability to disrupt the pocket, collapse the run game, and generate pressure has made him a cornerstone for the Giants' defensive front. He's also been a crucial part of their run defense, which, despite some struggles, has been anchored by his presence. But with the Giants sitting at the bottom of the standings, and players like Lawrence possibly becoming disgruntled, it makes sense for them to consider trading him before the NFL trade deadline. And here's where the Bears come into the picture, because, let's face it, this could be a perfect match. The Bears, under head coach Ben Johnson, are starting to turn a corner. They finally picked up their first win of the season in Week 3 against the Dallas Cowboys, and that's a big step forward. Caleb Williams, the young quarterback, has shown flashes of brilliance, and the offense, while still needing some fine-tuning, is heading in the right direction. But what's really holding them back right now is their defense, especially against the run. Through 3 weeks, Chicago's run defense has been porous, giving up over 418 rushing yards, which is the 6th worst in the league. And in Week 3, against a Cowboys team that isn't even known for its rushing attack, they allowed over 6 yards per carry. That simply won't cut it if they want to compete at the highest level. This is why trading for Dexter Lawrence makes so much sense. The Bears need a disruptive force along the defensive line, someone who can anchor their run defense and also pressure the quarterback. Grady Jarrett has been solid, but he's not enough on his own, and Gervon Dexter, no relation to Dexter Lawrence, by the way, has shown potential but still needs more time to develop into that dominant force. Bringing in Lawrence would instantly upgrade their entire defensive interior. His presence would change the way opponents run against them, and it would free up other players to get after the quarterback. Imagine a defense where Dexter Lawrence commands double teams, collapses the pocket consistently, and allows linebackers and edge rushers to flourish. That's the kind of impact player the Bears haven't had in a long time. Plus, with Lawrence's proven track record, he's not just a short-term fix, he's a building block for the future. His 35 sacks and nearly 200 stops over his career show that he's a player who can make a difference game in and game out. Now, let's talk about the potential impact on the division. The NFC North is becoming increasingly competitive, with teams like the Detroit Lions and Green Bay Packers showing they're ready to contend. If the Bears can add a player of Lawrence's caliber, they not only improve their defense, but also send a message that they're serious about competing now. It could be the move that shifts the balance of power in the division, making them a team nobody wants to face in the playoffs. Of course, there are questions. Will the Giants actually trade him? What would the cost be? And how quickly could Lawrence integrate into the Bears' defense? These are all valid considerations, but given the circumstances, the Giants' struggles and the Bears' rising trajectory, it seems like a logical move for both sides. The Giants might be looking to rebuild or at least reload for the future, and the Bears, desperate to bolster their defense, could see Lawrence as a perfect fit. And let's not forget, this isn't just about immediate gains. Dexter Lawrence's presence could influence the entire defensive scheme, allowing coordinator Alan Williams to dial up more aggressive blitz packages, knowing they have a reliable interior presence. It would also help the Bears control the clock better, keep their offense on the field longer, and give Caleb Williams more opportunities to work with a defense that's finally beginning to take shape. Now, I know some of you might be wondering about other options, other trades or draft picks, but sometimes, the best moves are the boldest ones. The Bears have everything to gain and little to lose by making a push for Lawrence if the opportunity arises. It's a move that could define this season and beyond, turning a team that's still trying to find its identity into a legitimate playoff contender with Super Bowl aspirations. And honestly, Bears fans, this is the kind of move that energizes the fan base. It shows a team willing to invest in its future, willing to make bold decisions to get over the hump. The NFL is full of surprises, and in this league, a single trade can change everything. If Chicago manages to land Dexter Lawrence, it's not just a win for this season, it's a statement that they're here to compete to win and to build something special for years to come. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Looking ahead, the Bears aren't just aiming for a quick fix. They're building a foundation, and adding a player like Dexter Lawrence could be the cornerstone of that defense for years. It's about creating a dominant unit that can shut down the run, pressure the quarterback, and make life miserable for opponents. With Lawrence, the Bears could finally have that disruptive force that transforms their entire defensive identity. And what about the locker room? Well, having a player of Lawrence's caliber could elevate the entire team. Young players like Dexter, who's still developing, could learn a lot from him, and veteran leaders would see a clear sign that Chicago is serious about winning. It's about creating a culture of excellence and pushing everyone to perform at their best. Of course, this move isn't just about one player. It's about signaling intent, about saying to the rest of the league and to the fans that the Bears mean business. They're not content with just a few wins. They want to be contenders, and they're willing to make the tough calls to get there. So as we watch this story unfold, keep in mind how impactful this could be. The NFL trade deadline is always full of surprises, and if the Bears pull off this deal, it could be a defining moment of the 2025 season. Imagine the possibilities: a revamped defense, a more balanced team, and the confidence to face any opponent. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Dexter Lawrence is the missing piece? How do you see this move shaping the rest of the season? Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. Thanks for watching, and as always, bear down.